Watch me do a magic trick here. Boom. And now it's facing the other way.
So I'm gonna continue on this series. I did books for High and Tight and books for Mr. Banner, and I'm gonna do books now for the friend who is into the Dritz books, and I'll get into other books he likes. But gotta give him a nickname, and until something else comes up, we'll call him Baby Legs. So these are books for Baby Legs. Alright, like I said, he read the Dritz books, and that's the ones he suggested to me. Not really my thing, but you know, they are somebody's thing, so thank you for not walking out. He has also read Critical Failures. He got me into that one. And all these books that I'm about to tell you, except for The First Law, which is the one I suggested to him, are shit that he has suggested to me. And Critical Failures is probably the funniest book I've ever read in my life by far. Like, I don't know anything. And this right here, this shit that this guy in front of me, this looks like a Critical Failure. This is gonna be like Final Destination right here. All those pipes are gonna come out and harpoon me. Whatever. Go live on the edge. Just drive a little closer to this fucker. Alright, so Critical Failures, First Law series, that's the one that's got, Bloody Nine in it. I think it's actually his middle finger, but, that's a great series. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to read it. But he's read those three, and he also suggested Off to Be a Wizard to me, the one where everybody that does magic in the past was actually a hacker who hacked the computer program that is our life. You know, mind-blowing. It's an okay book. I liked it alright. Alright, so books that I would suggest to him. He's more into the fantasy world, as Mr. Banner is more into like the sci-fi world. See where I'm going here? Like, I've got people everywhere in this area. Alright. That's a stop sign. I might harpoon myself, just drive right up on this fucking shitty pipes. Shitty pipes, get it? Alright. Alright, so we've got, let's see here, The Way of Kings, which is a fantasy book written by Brandon Sanderson, The Pillar. They're on like this like a continent or island or whatever, but there's a hurricane that constantly goes around the planet, and it keeps coming by. Like, the planet, it's just a hurricane, keeps happening. Everything is based on storms, okay? And so it keeps like blowing their shit away. Everything is made to withstand it. Everything is grown up in preparation for this hurricane. So, you know, whatever. The magic is based on the storms. It's called the Stormlight series, you know, so all the magic is based on storms, so it's kind of like an odd change of pace. It's nice. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air to fantasy. If you don't want a breath of fresh air, you could try the R'yr Revolution. I think that's what it is. R'yr Chronicles are the past ones. R'yr Revolution are the ones his first ones that he wrote. And that's about two guys. One is like the gallant swords fighter. He carries around 3 swords, and the other one is like this smaller, like, expert thief. And they're a group, and the group's called R'yr, which is what is the word I'm looking for? Elf. It is elf for 2. Elf for 2. They're a group of thieves, and they go and do odd jobs for people that are willing to pay, and it's them finding out, like, these books were published, and then they were republished, and now that they're republished, they've been, what are you doing? Thanks for the blinker there, asshole. Now that they've been republished, this feels like deja vu. Anyways, now that they've been republished, they were 6 books originally, and now they're 3 books, so each book is 2 books. I kind of like that, because like when you download the audiobook or whatever, it's like 20 minutes long, and you're like, oh, that's kind of long, but it's actually 2 books, like 2 10-minute or 10-hour books. So it's like when you get halfway, you've went through a story, you've went through the whole arc, you know, whatever. I'm getting off on this book, but it's a series. They're trying to find the emperor and stuff like that. Kind of happens, you know. It's a kind of like old world fantasy kind of thing, you know. We've got the Warded Man. There are demons that come up from the ground at night, and to stop the demons from killing and raping and eating everybody, they got to put wards on stuff, and each ward does a different thing, and they get worn away. So like everybody is afraid at night, and they put wards around their house and on the windows and stuff like that. Some of them, like a ward will, like one ward will stop the demon from like going onto the property. Like it'll be on a post, and they can't get on the property. They can't go past that. Okay, but they can still like throw fire. So there'll be another one that they'll put on the post, and it says any fire that passes this point will become wind. So then they'll throw fire, and it'll just turn into wind. But the wards wear out, and people still die. And it's about a man going on a journey of trying to fight them, because used to they could fight the demons, but they've lost that information, and he's trying to reconnect with that information. And it's an odd take. I like the first book a lot. I don't know about the second one though, so I haven't read any past that. We'll see. Got Bloodsong, which is I brought this up a lot. It's probably one of my favorite let's see, yeah, probably one of my favorite fantasy books. It's about a guy who has a mutant ability. I'm going to call them mutant abilities because I don't know what else to call them. Magic or something. Where he has like spider sense. He can sense danger. And because he can sense danger, he becomes a better fighter. And he's in the part of an organization that this religion that he's in has different orders. Like one order is just the contemplation, one order is about math or something like that. But his order, I think he's in the 7th or the 9th order, is all about combat. And you know, because he can sense danger, he becomes really great at fighting combat. So he gets, but it's very taboo. Like you'll be killed if you find out you have one of these mutant abilities. So he's got to keep it under wraps, and he's always fighting. There's this evil being that is always behind things that he's like trying to catch or kill or fight. So don't hit me, lady. Let's see what else we got. That's all I can think of for him, you know, start off with. I got some more, but you know, I want to. So like I said with Mr. Banner, you know, if you're like Baby Legs, if you're into these kinds of books, then I would suggest, if you're into the kind of books that he's read, or if you've any of these on this list, if any of those are your kind of books, you might want to try the other ones, you know, just pitch. Or if Baby Legs is listening, then maybe he should jump on these books like I've been telling him to do forever. So this is a plea to get him to actually listen to these books instead of re-listening to the Dritz series. But anyways, peace out. Alright.